Willow and Suki, our head girls, are going to ask me some questions. Suki, off you go.
Tell us about your school in 20 seconds.
Stopwatch will start now.
Okay, we are an all-girls school in Belsize Park. Our girls are amazing, like you two are. We work really hard to make sure that you get really exciting opportunities, like going to Saracens, like we're going tomorrow, doing lots of amazing things outside at Hampstead Heath, and always challenging you to do your very best.
And that's time.
That was not bad. 20 seconds.
Really good.
Okay. Willow?
Hi. Okay. So if you could change one thing about our school, what would it be?
It's quite tricky because I do really like our school. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, this is
My question. Okay.
Yeah.
If I could, last week I was on a training course and we got to build kitchens out of wood using kind of machinery. And if I could think of a way of doing that, that would mean that we were really safe and no one was going to lose any fingers.
Interesting.
I would love to be able to take you down to our creative lab and say, off we go, we're going to build a kitchen today. And I actually think we're going to be able to do that in the next couple of years. That's my big plan. So if I could do that tomorrow, that's what I would do.
What keeps you awake at night?
I think the thing that keeps me awake the most at night would be thinking about, that's when I get my ideas for our assemblies. So our Diwali song,
Yeah.
that's when it comes to me. I think, I know what will be really fun for us to do, let's do that. Or if something's come up in the news that I think you will definitely want to talk about, I know I've got to be ahead of the game and make sure I've thought about it before you come in and say, oh, let's talk about whatever's happening wherever.
Okay. So what is your greatest extravagance?
This won't surprise you, I don't think. I think probably my greatest extravagance is that pretty much 50 out of 52 weeks of the year, I like to have my nails painted. And if they aren't painted, I don't kind of feel fully myself. And I like to do different colours depending on the
I like the
seasons.
colour,
So I've gone
yeah.
for an autumnal colour at the moment.
Beige.
We
nice.
approve?
Yes.
It's called Field Fox, apparently. Okay.
Lovely.
Who's your hero?
Can I have two?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, number one, do you remember back at Christmas last year when we got into doing our sign language?
Yes.
Yes.
And who was that inspired by? Can you remember?
Dancer.
Exactly, Rose and Giovanni from Strictly. And I thought that she was really inspiring because actually she had a lot of barriers to overcome to do so well in Strictly Come Dancing, and she did that and then some. And the way that she danced was so inspiring, it was so emotional, and it really made you believe that actually if she can do that, I can do anything. It makes you think that you can overcome the barriers in your life. And the other person would be Serena Wiegman. Do you know who that is? From this summer, there was when the Lionesses won the Euros, she was an amazing leader at bringing that team together, because on paper, England shouldn't have been the winners. They weren't the favourites, but she got them into a mind space where they were able to do their very best and overcome some really tricky points in the tournament to be the winners. And I think that's really great. And if I can do that here as well, that would be amazing. So she's my hero as well. Maybe a combo of the two.
Okay. So what is your favorite joke?
Okay. I'm not great at telling jokes. My favourite joke, one of my very close friends always says this joke. Why was the mushroom invited to the party?
Not sure why.
Because he was a fun guy.
Oh, that's funny.
That's mildly amusing. Okay.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Okay. I think you'll have your go-to actually, because we quite like to do our karaoke, don't we? I would say I really enjoyed in the summer when last year's third form did Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. But if I like the kind of older songs for that, so I think my number one would be Whitney Houston. Do we know who Whitney Houston is? I Want to Dance with Somebody. It's a classic, and I have done that myself at karaoke.
Yeah. Okay. If you could get away with one crime, what would it be?
Well, obviously I do not encourage us to be criminals,
No.
but I do think there's a couple of places in the world I'd love to go and have a look around that I wouldn't be allowed to go. No, I don't want to steal from them.
Okay.
But for example, I'd love to go to Buckingham Palace, I'd love to go to the White House,
Okay.
and I'd love to just be able to walk around and see what's going on there and see what life is like being in there.
Breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering, exactly, but without doing any damage. So I feel like that's probably
Yeah.
just
it's
about,
not that
okay,
bad.
that's not that bad, okay.
What's the phrase or word you overuse the most?
What do you think that would be? Do you have any thoughts?
I'm not sure.
I think I open a lot of sentences with right, let's do this, right, let's do that. So I think maybe that's what I need to think about, to not say right as many times in a day.
Which superpower would you most like to have and why?
Easy. I have always wanted to be able to fly. I just
Interesting.
think that would be amazing. You could fly over London, you could fly, just go anywhere in the world very quickly. You would see the most amazing things. You'd see things that no one can access because you can't get there by boat or by foot or by bike or whatever. So being able to fly, and also it would just be very convenient, wouldn't it? And it would be
I
eco-friendly.
want to be like a bird.
I basically want to be there. Exactly. Okay. Suki?
When you leave the school, what will your legacy be?
Okay, I think that every girl will be able to do a Scottish accent. Most importantly, I think that's important. They can do that.
Big expectations.
Big expectations. I also think that when I hear you girls talking, I think you all know when you go out into the big wide world as adults, you're going to be able to make some big changes to our world and make it a better place. And if everyone can leave and feel like that, then I think I've done my job properly.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, good. And I think that's it. Is that your last question?
Yes, that is.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
Thank you.